So yeah, Louis just like been trying to get his memory back,
and he slowly recovers some of it.
They like go to Busan because Bokshil has like a
work thing,
business trip, but Louis gets jelly because she went with the director, so he goes all the way over there, and then he gains some more of his memory. He almost runs into his halmoni, who has been living in Busan this entire time,
recuperating.
Yup. And
and the halmoni has a crazy butler as well.
Yes.
And Louis' butler is now being the halmoni's butler too, because
he's the second in charge butler.
Yeah.
And so the butlers fall in love.
Yeah, it's great.
Butlermans.
Yes, Butlermans.
Wow.
Hashtag Butlermans.
Yup.
It's great.
Yeah.
But what happened after that?
Well,
Ian Song, that's the downstairs guy's name, right?
Yeah.
He meets Bekmari and he falls in love with her.
Yeah.
And then they have some hijinks involving some car pooping. Hashtag welcome to Waikiki.
Yup. It's great.
Yeah.
But eventually, like the Louis, like he goes around running. He runs all the way from the director's house back to Bokshil's house, like with only
he's
the
only
paint
wearing
patches
some
on.
shorts and some paint patches because the director made him go do hard labor.
Yeah, but he doesn't have one patch on.
He's
or
literally-
two patches. He's covered
he's
in
all
patches.
covered in patches.
Yeah.
So
His whole back.
Yup. So he
great.
becomes not Instagram famous.
He
but
becomes TV famous.
He becomes
He
TV
comes out on
famous.
the
He comes out
news.
on an ad for like the patches.
Oh, is that what that was?
Yeah, and so like the
So the halmoni sees him and the butlers go to try and find him, but the president like covers it up. And then the president ends up bringing Louis back later on.
Yes. This is how another similarity between 100 Days My Prince and Shopping King Louis.
Yes.
Because in 100 Days My Prince, the VP, who was the one that was trying to kill Dio, also brought him back.
Yeah. Except he was legit trying to kill him.
Yeah. President in Shopping King Louis is the worst evil person I've ever seen.
Is. I don't think it's because he wasn't really trying to be evil.
Yeah.
It seems like he was a regular, normal dude, but he just like got scared that he was gonna lose all his hard work.
Why did Louis go back?
Go back where?
Why was he brought back?
Brought back where?
To the Harmony's house. I can't remember.
I'm trying to remember also.
The detective.
Oh, the detective found him.
Yeah, he found
right.
the president's wife's shop, and then he went and he was asking her if she knew Louis. So then they brought him back.
Yeah. So she found Louis, technically,
and
she was so proud about
it.
She basically like she was ruining the president's plans the whole time.
It was great.
Yeah, she was great.
It was great.
And then the president's wife, the director's mom, and the downstairs Ajumma from Bokshil and Louis' house form an Ajumma club.
They do. Well, it's Ajumma Audrey, Ajumma Vivian, Ajumma Cleopatra.
Yes, those are their nicknames. And they were all brought together through Louis and his fashion sense. And we thought they were gonna be fighting and stuff.
Yeah, I literally thought that's what was
But they became best friends. So that's the second bromance or third bromance.
Yeah. Anyway, so Louis gets brought back. And
he still doesn't remember everything.
No, he doesn't remember everything. But everybody.
I don't think he remembers anything, actually. He remembers snippets.
You're right. Everybody but the president is happy.
Yeah. Because he's like worried that he'll get all his memories back and that he'll like accuse him.
Yeah.
Because Louis wasn't allowed to drive by himself. But the president told him to drive by himself so that he could get in the accident.
But then he told everybody else that Louis had taken a car from him when he went to the bathroom.
And Louis is suspicious of him, and so is Louis' butler, but they don't have any proof yet.
But then eventually they get proof when Secretary Go, which is the president's secretary dude, and the dude that he's
Gu.
Gu. His hitman, he basically brings the evidence.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
What? He mistakenly kidnaps Bokshil instead of the president's daughter, Mari.
Because he saw that her coat.
Yeah,
because Bokshil was borrowing Mari's coat.
Yeah.
But then they get in an accident, so he's not even able to fully kidnap her.
Yeah. And the reason he kidnapped her is because he was trying to get money from the president, because the first
he had already gotten some money,
but it got stolen by that grandma that stole Bokshil's money.
And apparently that Halmoni just had been going around stealing people's money left and right.
Yep.
She had priors.
Yup. And it's how it be.
It is how it be. So, but then once everyone finds out that Louis is really a chebol, everybody's happy because they're gonna be rich. At least the downstairs people are, and he does give them a bunch of money. But shortly after they find out that he's a chebol, that's when the detective deducts that he.
Oh man, Sandra is what do you call it? She's a pro in this field of deducting.
Wow. He deduces that Bokshil's brother must have died in Louis' place then. So they think that he died. So because of that, Bokshil decides to distance herself from Louis. Just like Hong Shim did with the crown prince.
Oh! But also, the Harmony, is the one that tells her that she should probably.
But she had already been thinking to do that.
Yeah.
But the Harmony says it not because she doesn't want her with Louis, but because she thinks that both of them will be hurt because of it.
Yeah, pretty useless still.
Yeah. So then they're apart, and Hong Shim decides to go back to the mountains. Thinking she's gonna stay there, but the director goes and tries to drag her back.
Louis goes.
Louis goes. Louis also makes In-sung his new driver.
Yeah, after.
Yep.
Because Bokshil broke up with him in the mountains. She told him to go away, and so then he was sad, and he didn't know why she wanted to break up with him suddenly. But they get into a minor car crash.
No, well. A car comes at the director's car, and he kind of swerves, and Louis hits himself in the head.
Oh yeah, so he remembers things.
Yeah, he remembers how he met Boknam, kind of.
Yeah, he doesn't fully remember everything, so he also assumes that Boknam died in his place.
Yeah,
because Bokshil didn't tell him anything.
So then he's crushed.
He feels guilty.
Yeah,
the guilt.
The guilt is strong.
And so then they're apart for a month.
Yeah.
But he's stalking her the entire time.
Yeah, the little creep.
Legit goes into her house and everything.
But he goes to clean it for her. Yeah, and he also is paying the Ajama to downstairs to bring her food every day. Meanwhile, in that time, Bokshil obviously quit her job, and the director likes her so much that he quit his job. And Bokshil opened up a new company. It's an e-commerce site that sells fruits and vegetables, produce. And the director is her investor, so he's the chairman. Well, technically, he's an investor, basically, but she's the president. So his official title is Daddy Longlegs.
Yeah. There you go.
I don't understand. I've seen that used in multiple dramas, but what does it mean?
I don't know. Viewers, tell us if you know.
Is it like protecting her or what? I don't
It
get
must be a joke.
Yeah, it must be some joke. I don't get it, man.
I don't either.
I'm sorry.
But then Louis is distraught. He is gonna go back to France, but last minute he like decides against it and runs away from Butler. What is his butler's name? Is it Butler Kim?
I think so.
And so he
Goes to Busan.
And he happens upon Boknam, who got scared after the incident with the car. He obviously didn't die in it.
Mm-hmm. But he heard it.
His
Hyungnim.
Hyungnim from the gang was in it. Hold on.
Okay.
He was the one that took the car, Louis' car, and he was the one that died.
Mm-hmm.
And so Boknam got freaked out and went back to his hometown, but no one was there because Bokshil had come to Seoul when her Halmoni died.
Yep.
And so he was like, I didn't know what to do because Boknam is still a high schooler. And so he went to Busan and he was just hanging out there.
Yeah.
And he recognized Louis, and then there's a running scene, and Louis like cannot run very fast. He gets like very out of breath and is like dying.
Louis is me when I run.
Yup, same. And so then Louis almost gets hit by a bike, and it causes him to like fall over dramatically.
Yeah.
And he hits his head and he falls near a fire hydrant, and that causes him to remember all his memories.
They all come back.
Yeah. And so he plans this elaborate scheme to get Bokshil back with Boknam, and it involves all of the bro ships.
Except for the Ajumas,
Yeah, the Ajumas are not involved.
sadly.
But what were you gonna say?
I figured out what Daddy Longlegs is.
Tell me!
Basically a sugar daddy.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awkward.
Yeah, no,
Why?
it's a
There's-
benefactor.
But wait, is this from Korea?
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
slaying a rich, usually middle-aged or old man who bestows expensive gifts on a young person in return for companionship or sexual favors.
Oh my jeez.
No,
Daddy Longlegs Adashi.
no wonder Louis was offended when he saw that. I would have been too. But so, this is how Louis gets back in contact with Bokshil, is when he reunites her with Boknam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On a yacht in Busan.
It was a whole thing.
It was.
Freaking Louis.
It was very extra.
I don't
Yeah.
know why.
The butler was against it because Louis was gonna act as a bum to recreate how him and Bokshil met.
I can't.
He was like, no, I met Bokshil as a bum. I have to recreate it.
Oh my Jesus.
I can't even.
But yeah, then they get back together, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Then, now that Louis has regained his memories, he confronts the CEO dude, and, this happened before Bokshil was kidnapped.
Yeah.
So, after they reunite, Bokshil and Louis officially start dating. Then that's when Bokshil is kidnapped at a company outing, and then the dude wakes up, the kidnapper dude, Secretary Gu, and he obviously before he accuses the CEO turns himself in because he feels so guilty.
Yeah.
And so he apologizes to Bokshil and to Louis. It's quite moving. He's not the typical sympathetic and complex villain that we like, but
he wasn't very good at.
He also was not a very good villain.
No, he wasn't.
He's just the worst villain I've ever seen.
He was a very weak villain.
He was.
So he was just a regular ajushi that just made a mistake and he felt bad.
Clean it up, man.
Yep. He has to go to jail for a little bit.
Like 3 years.
Yeah. But then everything's kind of resolved.
Yeah.
The butlers get married.
They're also pregnant.
Yeah. Which the Halmoni first saw. Also, so this whole time, the butler's been trying to find Louis' treasure box that he had hid as a kid.
And a young lad.
Yeah, and so when he got his memories back, they finally found it. Although the CEO had stolen it, but then he put it back. He had his wife put it back. So then Louis and the butler went to go get it, and there were 2 videos in there. One of them Mari took and got stuck in the VCR. So that was at her house. The other one was still in the treasure box, and that was the one that the Halmoni really wanted to see. And it was just video of Louis with his parents in Busan because they died when Louis was a young lad.
Yes.
And so the Halmoni saw this, and she was so moved by it that she died.
Sandra, I still can't believe you lied to me.
What?
I asked you if she died, and you told me she was just taking a walk. And I was like, yeah, I'll walk into heaven. And you were like, no.
I didn't want to spoil it for you.
So I just assumed she was taking a walk into hell.
Wow.
Because that's not dead.
No.
Anyways, yeah, she passes away. But before that, she had a conception dream. And she thought that Bokshil was pregnant.
Yeah.
But it was her butler all along.
Yep.
But yeah, so then the Halmoni dies, they bury her, then after that the butlers get married.
Louis' fault.
He gave her shoes.
He did give her shoes.
And
wow.
Bokshil told him that you give people shoes when you're saying farewell.
Yeah, because that's what the Halmoni said.
Well,
if he had gotten her the underwear, like Bokshil said,
she probably would have.
Well, that would have been awkward though, to give your grandma underwear.
I mean, they would understand in Korea.
Wow, I can't. Anyways.
You're supposed to get your parents' undies with your first paycheck.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, anyways.
Hey.
The butlers get married. And then what happens?
And then it's basically over.
Yeah.
They're just having a good time at the company.
Oh, yeah, then...
Bokshil and...
they all come back to the company.
Yes, they what's it called?
Oh yeah, they Louis' company acquires Bokshil's company.
Yes.
So she's still gonna be in charge of it.
The director becomes the president.
He becomes the president because the other president's in jail.
And Louis becomes the director.
Yep.
Well, he's been the director.
Yeah, he has been the director.
You're right.
And Mari suddenly has a crush on the director.
Yeah. She's had a crush on him.
She has, but then she was like, maybe I should go back to Louis. But then, like, since he's the president,
I thought she was considering liking In Sung a little bit.
I thought she would.
Yeah, same.
But no.
But then, like, once he becomes president, he suddenly gets hot for some reason. He still has that hideous
everybody
got the money.
He's hot at the office.
So then she, like, gets a crush on him again.
Like, legit.
Yeah.
But he doesn't like her.
Nope.
He still likes Bokshil.
Yeah.
But even though he, like, gracefully gives up on her, like, we don't really see many second male leads do. I think the only other person that did that, who was it? Oh, it was also in 100 Days My Prince.
Yes. But it's okay.
That we saw recently?
Yeah.
Because then the director finds a new Bokshil.
Yeah.
What was that one's name?
It was Wang Mong Bokshil or Mongil, something like
Wow. Yeah.
that. Which is the name that they had said that was probably Louis' name earlier. They mentioned it sometime earlier in the drama.
Wow.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's a ginseng farmer,
Mm-hmm.
and she needs money for her parents who are ill.
Yes.
That Bokshil was played by Chesubin.
Mm-hmm.
Like Chesubin, she's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I know her, but I had forgotten her name.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this drama was very optimistic, and it ends like very like happily and in a very optimistic way. I was surprised.
Wait, how does it end again?
It ends with them kissing.
Yeah.
Just like
What
100
happened
Days
before
My
that?
Prince did.
Like right before. Were they gonna get married?
Yeah.
I think. Oh, so what happened is that they figure out what was on the tape that Mari got
we
stuck
forgot
in
to
the
mention
car.
that.
Oh, yes.
And
Yes,
it just so happened to be like a videotape, a recording of the
30th anniversary of
the
company.
company, and they were like
Giving out
raffling
special
out
music
some
boxes.
little music boxes, and so
Bokshil, fetus Bokshil, and literally fetus Boknam are
You're right.
are there with her parents.
And they win the last one because
They
there was
do.
only 30 of them, and they win the last one.
Mm-hmm.
And the entire drama, we see that Louis has one of these,
Yeah, and
and
then
it has the name of his dog on it,
which
Well,
is
the one-
Goboshil.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
one that was in his little treasure chest.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's Goboshil.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was Goboshi.
Oh yeah,
Goboshi.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And we figure out that they met when they were children because he wanted one, so he
And
was
what
throwing a
day
tantrum.
is him, Louis, and Bokshil.
Yeah, he was
when they were
throwing
fetus lads.
He was throwing a tantrum because he didn't get one, and so she saw him and she was like this pleb, and she gave him.
Yeah,
She
she must
gave
have
her
been like
his-
4.
She must
Yeah.
have been like, "Look at that kid, so embarrassing."
Right. And then he was like, "You know me, Moya?"
Mm-hmm.
What's
You
your
know me,
name?
Moya.
But since she was like
Do,
4,
do, 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 do.
since she was 4, she couldn't say her name right, so she said Goboshi,
Yeah.
and that's why he was obsessed with that name.
So
It's
It was
the
fate.
Eunmyeong again.
Yeah. No.
How dare you?
No.
How dare you?
No,
What?
what played during this time was the Disney song.
What did
It was
song?
the Disney intro song.
It's not a Disney
No, it's
intro
not the
song.
intro song. It's
It's
the
When
one
You
from,
Wish Upon a Star from Pinocchio.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it was
That's
the Pinocchio
Disney.
song.
Yeah. But it's not
Yeah, I
Disney
didn't
in
see the
general.
intro song.
They use it in
either.
all the Disney beginning parts.
Yeah, but that's where it's from.
Yeah, when he first said Goboshi, I was like, that's Gobokshil, isn't it?
Yeah, me too.
I was
I
like,
knew it
there's
was
some
coming.
Eunmyeong coming at us right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it came.
So, yeah, it was a happy ending with them remembering
Yes,
their
it
back then
ended-
memories.
Exactly how the oh yeah, that's another thing.
100 Days My Prince, they also knew each other as
Yeah,
children.
And then they figured it out later. And
Wow.
then the endings were the same. It ended with a kiss scene.
And we were also discussing how the leads that played with
Oh yes, I'm sure viewers know. But after Nam Ji Hyun was in this drama with So In Guk, he went to the military. Then after she was in the drama with Ji Chang Wook, he went to the military. And then after she was in 100 Days My Prince, Dio went to the military.
Almost, she's sending them off.
She is.
No. So that's it. Shall we
Yeah.
rate it?
Okay.
Not talking about favorite parts.
Oh.
We'll say favorite parts after our rating.
Okay. Who's rating first? Oh, Sandra, why did you choose this drama?
Because I like funny dramas, and I heard this was a hilarious drama, and it was.
It was.
Good.
Yeah, this was my first time watching it.
Same.
Same.
Yeah, it was great. Go watch it. Although you should have already watched it.
Mm-hmm.
Because we just spoiled the whole thing!
Yeah. Louis was great. He was really cute.
He was.
They were both cute.
So cute.
Gobokshil.
Yeah.
It was Benner's favorite type of cute.
Yes.
Yes. They
Yes.
were great.
I wanted to punch them both.
Wow. The violence.
Wow.
Okay. Who's going
And then
first?
what's her face at the end was cute too.
Who?
The one that Wang Mongil one.
Oh,
she was
Chisubi,
cute.
yeah.
Yeah.
She's one
Go
of my
on, go
favorite
on.
actresses.
Oh, am I doing?
Yeah, you go first.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. So for watchability, I gave it a 10 because it was hilarious. So I just kept watching it. It was great.
Mm-hmm.
For plot / story, I gave it a 9. There was some stuff that I thought were kind of weird, and like I know that like both Louis and Gobokshil were like innocent and stuff until they just like fell in love and stuff, but I thought it was really weird.
What?
'Cause I thought it was like it felt rushed. Like all of a sudden they were like already liking each other. Like I didn't know when they started liking each other.
It came naturally because they
Yeah.
were bros.
Yeah.
Well, it was weird to me.
I didn't think it was weird.
Yeah. Anyways, for character / performances, I gave it a 10. For OST and sound, I give it a 10. The songs were great. They used a bunch of songs from like different things.
Yeah.
There was some
It
Disney
was
songs.
hilarious.
There was
There were a lot of
Memory!
a show too.
memory song. The memory song came out.
Uh-huh.
I like that song. It was great.
Mhm.
Then for cinematography and visuals, I gave it an 8 because I thought the lighting was too dim. It was weird.
Mm.
I don't know what you call it, but especially when like the chateau would come out when he was like in France, it was like yeah, it was like all dim and weird. It wasn't very colorful.
Mm.
Yeah, but overall, I gave it a 9.5.
Nice.
Nice. What about you, Sandra?
For me, I gave it a 10 for watchability because it was really watchable.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have done
It was very bingeable. And it was hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
And just fun to watch. For plot and story, I gave it a 9 because like it was like kind of an obviously plot, like just like a played out type of plot. And they even referenced like the craziness of the plot in like Louis was watching a drama or somebody was
yeah.
watching a drama and they were like, yeah, this Chebol, he has amnesia.
Yeah,
They did.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. So yeah, I give it a 9. Character / performance, I gave it a 10. Everybody was great. OST / sound design, I gave it a 9. It was good, but it was weird to hear all these like well-known songs.
I can't believe
It was
great.
distracting.
It was hilarious.
I
It
thought
was hilarious, but it was distracting sometimes. I was like, is that ABBA, really?
Ah, yes.
That part was hilarious.
It was hilarious.
The freaking director.
Oh, Jesus. Cinematography / visuals, I gave it a 9 because I didn't notice this dimness.
Oh, I didn't like it.
Yeah. So overall, I gave it a 9.
Okay. For me, I gave it a 10 for watchability. It was great. I think I watched it in like 2 or 3 days.
I didn't watch it as fast, but I pretty much binged it as well.
Yeah, it was great. Plot and story, I gave it an 8.5 because there wasn't much plot.
There wasn't.
But what there was, it was just alright.
It was like overdone, I think.
Yeah. Especially that Unmyeong at the end.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
I
oatmeal
felt
was
like that
too
was-
much. It was
I
forced.
felt like they added that at the end. They
I
were
mean,
like,
it
how are
was-
we gonna end it?
I think it would have been good even without the Unmyeong.
Yeah. I mean, like, they did, like, allude to it because of that dog's name or whatever. But it was too much.
Yeah, it would have been good without the Unmyeong because also before he like lost his memory back when he was in France, he was watching a documentary program that was filmed, and it was the documentary about Bokshil's life up in the mountains.
Yeah.
So that was also
that's when he saw her.
Yeah, it was mini Unmyeong.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then character and performance, I gave it a 10. Everyone was great. OST, I gave a 10. I really like that Tiger Moth OST.
Yes, the Tiger Moth OST
yes.
was great. Monster X
Sings it.
Yep.
Yes. And yeah, I also liked all those other songs that they had it.
I can't.
They were
Oh
great.
yeah, I forgot to say they also had nice like little motifs that
Oh
were
yeah,
silly.
those silly motifs.
Yes, and they also had those little sound effects that they would give Louis.
The
The little
animal
dog
ones.
sound effects.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And then visual and cinematography, I gave a 9 because it was alright. Didn't mind, but it was like.
Oh, I did like how whenever somebody liked somebody, they would like do like
They would make them shine.
Yeah.
And then it would be that one song. What's it called?
I forget what it's
You
called.
are my destiny.
No, not that one.
What one?
It was
A
I don't
different
know what it's
one.
called, but it's another one.
Oh.
But it was great.
Yeah.
Those were my favorite moments.
Yes.
And then, so my overall was 9.5.
Nice, nice.
Hey.
What were your guys' favorite parts?
I like the part where what's his face pooped in the car.
What
hilarious.
Song? Yeah, because
Yeah.
he ate too much,
much food.
what was it? Was it buckwheat noodles?
I don't
think
know what it
so.
was.
It was the
can't
brown
remember.
noodles.
Might have been.
Those
He
cold
ate too many
noodles.
noodles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Louis and the director's rivalry was hilarious.
It was some
too.
broship, excuse you.
Broship tension.
What
Yeah.
was it that we called it last time? Oh, I don't know. There was a play. We like combined something with bromance.
Protection?
No.
I don't know.
no.
There was just a butlermance.
There was a butlerman.
Whatever. So the interactions between the butlers were hilarious.
They were.
Too.
Yup. That was great.
My favorite part was when Louis went out and ran across the city in those freaking patches.
That was great. Oh
Yeah.
my Jesus. I can't. I liked when Louis came in as an intern for a day and he gave everybody ratings.
Oh yeah.
And he gave the guy that the director always like yelled at, he gave him a 5-star review.
Because he gave him some coffee.
Yeah, and he was nice to him. And then he also gave the director a review, but it's not revealed until later on that the director got a heart instead of stars.
Yeah.
And he like brags about it to everybody else.
carrying it around his
wallet.
They're brown.
Yeah, the broship is strong. Mm-hmm.
Even his downstairs buddy / chauffeur gets jelly.
Yup. But he is also bros with them. There's also a broship with the detective.
Yeah.
Detective.
The detective likes to bring plants to show off his muscles.
Yeah. And I thought it was hilarious how Audrey liked him.
Yeah. Can't. Oh my Jesus.
Oh, whenever the Ajima Audrey came out, it was always hilarious
It
too.
was.
And then the part where Ajima Vivian falls in love with Gobokshi.
Oh yeah, because she appreciates her plum cookie.
Yeah.
Yup.
Yep. That was great. I think that was it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, all the Louis and Bokshi moments on the
Ah,
screen.
yes.
Yep. Oh, when Louis and Boknam become Hyung and sister-in-law.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that freaking book.
Boknam, Louis asks Boknam how you say in Korean the brother of your, or the
Brother-in-law.
oh yeah, the brother of your girlfriend, of your wife or your girlfriend or something. So brother-in-law, but Boknam says sister-in-law.
Yeah, he doesn't know.
He doesn't know. Because he's useless. He doesn't even know his timetables. And he breaks Butler Kim.
Yeah.
Yeah, who's tutoring him.
Yup.
Poor
It's
Butler
all
King.
great. But yeah, I think that's it.
It was a good time. It was a good time.
a good time indeed. Yeah!
Mm.
Do you guys have anything else you'd like to say?
No. That's pretty much
Okay.
Yep.
Then that's it for Shopping King Louis. Join us next time for another K-drama review.
Yeah.
Hey.
Give us a like if you enjoyed this video and subscribe so you never miss another review.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why is there a maraca taped to that hammer?
Yeah,
You don't
bring
need
it
to
down.
know.
Bialy, bring it down. The maraca isn't the only thing taped onto the hammer.
Tell.
Why? Why? What is the meaning of this?
You need to be prepared. So when hold on,
Give it to me, Benner. Give it to me.
we're gonna do it. Wow.
Central! You broke it.
What do you mean I broke it?
You broke it.
See, look at that. Perfect. Perfect.
Yeah.
No.
But why just have a maraca on it?
So it's twice as effective
Wow.
sound-wise.
Can